Yeah. Hey, there you are. Thanks for viewing. My name is Magnus Westin. Today I want to invite you to stay with me to explore people and organizations as a couple problem. Back in 2020, I gave a talk. It was called something like All Organizations Are Rational Until You Put People In. You could say that my hypothesis was that humans are a first principle of everything that then follows. I still believe that to be somewhat true, but it's only a partial truth. Because in 2021, Bas Vode gave another talk. Don't remember exactly, but it was saying something like the thing we call technical practices might actually be forming social skills. What are technical practices? Well, let's imagine, for instance, pair programming. Pair programming is when you bring a couple together and one of them is coding and the other one is observing. Now, let's say that has never happened in the team before. Let's say there's a senior and a junior. Let's say the junior is that type of person that really has a value, a feeling of self-value that is attached to performing. What that means is there's a high attention to be doing the stuff well. What might start happen now? Well, there might be a fear. Am I going to write code instantly and be judged by a person sitting to the side of me? You can continue to explore the situation. Now, initially, if presented with this idea, hey team, what do you think about pair programming? It's something we would like to do all the time or part of the time. Would that be an experiment that you'd like to do? I've tried that, and oftentimes you can hear arguments like, surely that's more inefficient, or that's not for me, that's not my style, I don't like it. What's really going on, though, might possibly be a subconscious fear of something. But what if you got out of the comfort zone and you tried it? First thing you try a thing, it might be a little bit awkward. You try to ride the bike, it's not working instantly, is it? But if you start doing it, you will find that actually over time you start to move with grace. Like when you learn to drive a car or something. It's really cumbersome and complicated and not so well executed from the beginning. Poor shifting, stalling the car, accelerating, braking. Gradually, it will be more nimble, it will be more fluent. Now, what if, in this situation, the pair do this practice? What is actually going on there? Well, one way is to say that the brains of these people are starting to find an interplay and a collaboration. So instead of being lived by the fear of being judged, it gradually moves to becoming a possibility that could be observed like an object. To gradually actually, you know what, even though I did a mistake, we could have an honest and good conversation. And actually, now that I look upon this situation, I see in this pair programming is an opportunity for learning and really produce great results, because I could bring some new ideas from my training, but my senior could really help me out with the design. And so together we reach better results. And now that I think of it, actually when someone suggests pair programming, I have a really positive anticipation. So what happened? Well, you could say that the technical practices formed social skills. You could also point to the fact that a practice formed a new habit. And that habit it's a bit subconscious, is it not? So now you have upgraded the subconscious. And now let's think about the brain as a prediction machine, as a prediction engine. That's a quote from Anil Seth. So prior to that practice, there was a prediction machine, a prediction engine that had a model that pair programming will put me into places where we expose fear or bad situations. But over time, gradually, the feedback loop received changes stuff. So circling back then to my talk about humans are the first principles, it dawned upon me that actually, these feedback loops, the systems we design, they will form us. So humans will build the organizations or the systems that creates the feedback loops, that creates the prediction engine or influence the prediction engines in such ways that it affects the humans. So it's a coupled problem. An organization would refer to processes, habits, culture. This is the way we behave as well. Now, what if we started to look at an agile transformation that way? What then? So that means we cannot really look at just an individual or a team, because that's not the whole organization. Nor can we say it's enough to look at the organization. The wider the executive team or the processes we're running that forms our brain's thinking, we need to work them both. It's a bit like working a complex problem. And if staying in that inquiry, now what opens up? Well, I'm not sure. It's still a field of research. So humans might still be the first principle. After all, nothing exists in the corporate world without humans. We have designed it, but the system we are using is also designing us. What opens up with this understanding? I'm really curious, actually. And I will be giving a talk next week, so this is actually kind of a practice run. We will have a workshop at the LESS conference in Warsaw, and if you still have the opportunity to go there and there are places left, maybe you go there. There are a lot of great teamwork and explorations and conversations to be had. And maybe you will join me. Who knows? Maybe I will join you. Thanks for viewing. Take care.